If you've ever thought video editing was too complicated, this is the video for you. I'm going to show you exactly how to edit using CapCut on your computer. No experience, no stress. Whether you're creating content for YouTube, social media, or just cleaning up clips for fun, this step-by-step guide will get you editing like a pro. To get started, head over to CapCut.com and download the desktop version for Windows or Mac. Once it's open, you might see a few pop-ups about upgrading. Just close them. Everything we're doing today is completely free. Once you're inside CapCut, click New Project. This takes you to the main editing workspace. On the left, you'll see the Import section. Go ahead and click Import to bring in your video clips. You can select multiple files at once, and they'll show up in your media bin. Now, just add your clips down to the timeline at the bottom. You'll use this timeline to make all your edits. You can zoom in and out using the slider in the bottom right. This makes it easier to see the finer details when you're trimming or cutting clips. Move your marker to the part of the clip you want to split. Use this split button to cut the video into two separate clips. You can remove parts you don't want by selecting the clip and hitting delete on your keyboard. You can preview your clip by hitting your spacebar. This will give you an idea of how your edits and clips will look.
Quality over quantity wins every single time.
Now, after previewing your clip, go back and repeat the same process of splitting and removing parts you don't want. This is the basic process of editing. Cut what you don't need and keep what matters. Now, after you're happy with the way your clip looks, you can go ahead and add some effects. Let's first start with captions. If you have anyone speaking in your videos, this can be a really good way to make your edits look higher quality. CapCut actually has a bunch of free templates that are super useful, and I recommend using these to start. Once you find a template you like, add it to your timeline, and then you can go ahead and edit the text on this right-hand side here. Getting the text to sync up with the speaker can be quite difficult, so just take your time, preview your clips, and go slow with this part.
Quality over quantity.
If your captions are playing too slow, add more text. If they're playing too fast, remove some text. And if you like the speed, you can go ahead and add another caption to the timeline. I'm going to go ahead and add some more. When you're done adding and syncing your clips, it should look something like this.
Quality over quantity wins every single time because this idea of having to be a
Next, I'll show you how to add transitions. Now I have two separate clips here, and without any transitions, it looks pretty bad.
an entire different approach.
We work on videos probably 3 to 4 months in advance.
We can make this look a lot smoother by adding a simple transition. So come up right next to the Captions tab and click on Transitions. And once again, there's a bunch of free templates to choose from. Pick one you like and add it to the timeline. It should go directly on your cut, where we can go and adjust it. First, preview the transition and see if you like the way it looks. I think mine was a bit too fast, so I'll adjust the length of it to make it a bit longer.
Different approach.
Now, if you have people speaking in your clips like I do, you can smooth the audio transition by coming over to the Audio tab and add a fade out to the first clip and a fade in to the second clip. This should remove any sharp cuts between speakers in your clips.
So I've kind of taken YouTube in an entire different approach.
We work on videos probably 3 to 4 months in advance.
That sounds a lot better. Now, if you want to make your clips more attention-grabbing, you can go for a quicker transition and add sound effects. We can start by changing our transition in the Templates tab, and it will change the transition we already made. Find one you think is attention-grabbing and add it to the timeline.
Different approach.
If it looks good, you can add a sound effect to really emphasize the transition change. You can do this by going over to the Audio tab, clicking on Sound Effects, and choosing a swoosh sound or something you feel is appropriate. Add the sound effect to the timeline and line up the audio with the transition effect. Test to see if you like it, and if you don't, you can always go back and add another sound effect. When you're done, it should look something like this.
The people had already subscribed. So I've kind of taken YouTube in an entire different approach.
We work on videos.
There we go, a smooth, simple, but attention-grabbing transition. Now, for all my edits, I like to add a opening and closing effect. You can do this by going to Effects, clicking on the Openings and Closings tab, and choosing an effect. I like the fade in and fade out, so I'll add those to the beginning and end of my video. This will create a smooth and simple intro and outro for my video.
Quality over quantity.
100 grand a video, now we're spending probably 1.5 million a video.
Once your edit looks good, click Export in the top right. Choose your resolution. I recommend 1080p for most projects. And match the frame rate to what your camera recorded, usually 30 or 60 FPS. Click Export again and CapCut will render your video. That's your first full video edit done. You've cut clips, added text, adjusted audio, and exported a polished video. The more you practice, the faster and smoother this gets. If this helped you out, feel free to like, Subscribe or drop a comment if you want more beginner-friendly tutorials like this. I'll be covering how to add music, advanced effects, and even some cool transitions in future videos. So stay tuned.